So, today, we're building a PC with these parts back here.
They're kind of shit.
Not really.
Not really.
They're kind of alright. And they're not like the best, but they're not like the worst, you know?
About $1,500 PC? Fucking, I don't know. I don't put a number on it.
People are gonna like
More than
this
1,000.
one actually.
More than 1,000, less than 2.
No, actually, if you got a good sale going, no, that's the YouTube comments. It's fine. Don't worry.
More than
It's
1,000, less than 2.
We'll put links to the parts in the description.
Yes.
You can find them.
Yeah.
I mean, with the RX-48, it's like $1 million PC.
Yeah.
It's fine.
$700 graphics card, don't worry.
Don't worry about it. For all that your Ethereum mining needs. RIP.
Inman 303 for the case.
We've got an i7 6700K for the
Stream
processor.
4 motherboard.
We've got the RX-480 Sapphire Nitro Plus for the graphics card. We're cooling the CPU with an H100i V2.
Me too.
We've
Got
got
a terabyte SSD.
from SanDisk.
Not actually a terabyte.
We actually have a Q Plus in white. Pretty sick.
That might be in a separate video.
We also got a 1 terabyte hard drive in there for games and such. We got 16 gigs of Crucial Ballistics Sport DDR4 2400 speed.
Yup.
And we've got
That's
for
white.
power, we've got the EVGA 750 BQ
Semi-modular.
semi-modular 80 plus bronze power supply. Good power supply. And we'll be showing you guys how to put it all together.
Alright, let's get
right into it then. We can just cut stuff.
Yep. Now, we know all this stuff works, but
Normally you should build outside of the case.
build outside the case.
To test. Alright. So here we got the motherboard already.
Yeah, we
You
already
already
have
have
an
the
application
CPU in
of
there?
thermal paste on there that we're going to try to reuse. If that doesn't work, there's thermal paste.
We'll go over putting the CPU again. Take it out and put it back in for you. Alright. Out. You just gotta push down on that, lift it up, pull this out of the way. Just grab it by the edges,
You see the triangle?
pick it up. There's a gold triangle right there on the corner. You're gonna want to line up with this triangle on the motherboard.
Yeah, that triangle right
There, with this
with
that triangle here. Alright, so you're just gonna want to just gently place it in there. And then punch it. No, I'm kidding. Don't punch it. This isn't my PC, so I'll punch it. And you just put it down.
I always wiggle it a little bit.
Nah, fuck that. It's for pussies. So you just... Normally after this, you would apply some thermal paste. We already have it on there. We don't have any more, so we don't want to, you know, mess it up
Fuck it
by
up.
wiping it off. So we'll leave it on there. And then also, while we're here, we'll install our RAM. So with DDR4, just got a little notch. Little notch right there. You're just going to want to line up with the notch in your motherboard. It's right here. And you just want to take it. Oh, I hate your motherboard.
Sorry.
You just want to open these clips on the side. And then put the RAM down.
Now, if you're only running dual channel, there's certain slots you're supposed to put it in. Just refer to
Your motherboard's manual.
your motherboard manual.
You just push down real hard on there. It's good. Not too hard, but
Actually,
firmly.
stab a hole one.
Just take a screwdriver and stab a hole through your motherboard, no matter what. Alright, so
But it doesn't
now
matter where.
we're going to move this out of the way. Alright, we're going to get the case going here. It's a nice case. We already have the side panels and such taken off. What we're going to want to do is install the motherboard into here. We have this that we already had in there. It's an IO shield. So for this, you just want to like find the spot in your case for it and get it pushed in there. For this case, it slides in. The other cases, you have to push it in a little harder. Alright, so here we have the motherboard. Alright, so here we have the motherboard. We're going to put it in the case. So depending on what size motherboard you have, you're going to want to get standoffs in there. Since we have a fully attached motherboard, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in those locations to line up with our motherboard here, which has the 9 holes on it in those places. What you want to do is I like slightly angling it in, lining up the I/O here first, and then pushing it in and getting it in there. And you just want to grab the screws that normally go in. The screws for this case, they kind of look like this. They'll be different. Your case manual will tell you which screws to use. So I like screwing in the center one right here first. We'll just continue doing that in all the spaces. Sometimes they're a little tricky to get to depending on your case and your motherboard. You'll have to squeeze your fingers in between some things. It's just a tedious thing. You gotta do them all. And if you don't get them all in there, it won't be the end of the world. But as long as you get enough to hold it in there. Alright, so we're done putting the motherboard in the case. We got it all fastened in there. It's not gonna fall out. You just put it over like that. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is flip around to the back. We're going to install a power supply in here.
Now, usually, you want to pay attention to how you put the fan in, but there's really only one option here.
No, you could actually put the fan in either way.
I mean, but
for cable length reasons, probably put it in this way.
yeah, that's what I would do. But usually your power supply goes down there at the back.
Yeah, this is a weird layout case, but so we're using our power supply so it exhausts air because of how there's these fan spots up here. If we put the power supply the other way, there would just be, if we put a fan here, the air would just be blocked and wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Now if we put a fan here, it'll assist the power supply in exhausting air out of the case. So if we just go around to the back, there's just 4 screw holes that line up. You just want to go and screw the appropriate screws in. Normally screws will come with your power supply or your case, usually both.
Motherboard screws are the same.
That's for this case, not all cases.
Most. Everyone I work with.
No, you've had like 2 cases.
I built there. Let's see.
And you put in standoffs that weren't needed. Double case standoffs.
Hey. Motherboard's small,
When you put that I/O shield in.
No, I couldn't. Hey, it was like my second PC build. Sort of.
Alright, so this is a semi-modular power supply, so it'll have some cables connected.
But it
won't
you'll
have
to
all the
connect the other
cables.
ones you need on your own. And you might have to refer to the manual for certain things.
Normally it'll be labeled
It's
clearly
labeled,
on the
but-
power supply where to put them.
Screw some stuff
So
up if
normally,
you plug
you've
stuff
got
into
all
other
the
things.
normal necessities. You've got your
20 plus
24
4.
pin,
This is actually a 20 plus 4, so it's 2 separate cables.
but our motherboard will use both.
Yep.
This is the VGA power for the graphics card, and this is the 8-pin EPS connector for the CPU.
It's also a
It could split to a 4-pin if your motherboard only supported that, but I don't know why you'd get a power supply like this and a motherboard like that. Alright, so we'll start, in this case, it's actually a little weird to put this through. I have to squeeze it in there. I probably should have routed this before I screwed the power supply in, but I think I can get it through. It actually doesn't appear like I can. Alright, so now that we've got the power supply in, I'm going to want to run the cables. Ran the CPU cable there, the motherboard cable here, and we'll also run the cable for the graphics card through here too. So sometimes, depending on your power supply and your motherboard, sometimes you kind of have to use a bit of force. But this one just goes in pretty easy. And up here, you're going to want to make sure you put these 2 together before you try and put them in. Alright, so we've got that in. And I like to just pull it up there so it gets a little bit out of the way. Just kind of cable manage as I go. Got that for the graphics card, which we'll put in later. But now I think we'll move on.
CPU
CPU
cooler. Now,
cooler.
where do we want to mount this?
I think we should go for the bottom, but let's see how that lines up first. So it'll intake air from the bottom. We'll actually want to plug in your other I/O before we put this in. But if we get it, we've already installed the backplate and stuff, which if you need to know will be in the manual for your board. It won't push up against the side panel if it's right here.
Cooler.
Alright, so that will work, or would you like it down? No, I don't think it'll work all the way down there. So I think right here is our best bet.
Me too.
So let's get this tricky I/O plug in here first.
Feed it through.
Alright. Okay, so we've got USB 3, we've got the
USB 3.
HD audio.
Pretty distinct header on your motherboard. They're marked in little bitty lettering. If not, you can, if you're not sure, just refer to your motherboard's manual. These little ones are the pain that you will definitely need to refer to your motherboard's manual, unless it's on your motherboard. Sometimes there's a little diagram.
Might hear.
I don't think we're gonna
These
use this
cables
one.
are a little tangled together.
We're not going to use this one.
Alright.
Or the USB 2. This is, you're not going to use these two.
Alright, so you just.
Well, we could use the USB 2. We could use both of them now, can't we?
No, you need USB plus.
Yeah. We're just going to plug in the power switch, actually. Is it on this? No. That's kind of.
Yeah, you're probably bottom left, bottom left, and bottom middle. Let's see.
It says it
Hold on.
on the thing. Look.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me angle it up like this.
This is the worst part about
these
building a
they,
PC.
These two right here. It is. If you go all the way to the right and top, there'll be a missing pin, and the two just left of that missing pin will be the ones for the power switch, which is all you really need. Because the other ones are just LED indicators and junk like that. Or a reset switch, not super necessary stuff. Just turn your computer on and off by just.
No,
the
this
power
one, you just
button.
press this.
I mean, yeah, but you don't want to open your case every time you do that, do you?
Just never turn off your computer. Pro tip.
Pro tip, never turn off your computer. It's not actually a pro tip. So you want the fans below?
Push is better than pull, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
You're just going to want to intake air. So the fans are going to be facing this way. Do you want the back of that in your case, or do you want the radiator?
Radiator.
Alright, so this makes things difficult, actually.
You can flip it around.
Here, you just flip the case. Just, if your case isn't doing somersaults while you're building, you're doing something wrong. Just know that. Alright, so you want to hold that?
Just eat it.
Eat it. So we'll want to route these fan cables as we go. That'd actually be easier if we break this down. Oh no, we actually need the fan that way. That one that way. And see the fan. There it is. This fan this way. The way we're orienting these, the part with the fan bracket on it, like this, will always be the way the air goes. So we want the air coming in this way, so we're going to have it flow this way through the radiator. I'm just making it so it's going to be easier to cable manage these fans later. Alright, so if you want to bring the radiator here, I got some screws. Actually going to be a little bit tricky. You're squishing my fingers, man.
Well, your fingers can't be there when we're screwing it in.
I mean, I was just trying to hold the fan there, man.
All right. Screwdriver.
Yeah, let me just get these screwed in a couple. And then Olive will try and line up the rest. Might be a little tricky. If you have a normal air CPU cooler, it's normally way easier to install than this. Or if you installed the fans on top of the radiator, it would make it easy too.
Yeah.
We're not doing that because we don't do things easy here. Here at Techish, we do things the hard way. You know what I mean. All right, so now we've got the radiator and the fans all attached down here. We just got to mount this down here.
I think that thermal paste will be fine too.
Yeah, ideally you'd want to replace it if you took it off.
It's been replaced. It's
Now,
not that.
it'll include little screws like this. You just need to screw onto these posts that we've already installed, which it'll show you how to do that in your individual cooler's manual.
Yeah.
Because every cooler is different.
And you want to tighten these in a cross pattern,
Like I'm doing, and you're trying to stop me from doing
I'm not
that.
stopping. I'm not actually putting pressure on it, man.
Any of you've ever worked with a cunt bag, you know how I'm feeling right now.
What's wrong with you?
It's okay. I can say cunt, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, right.
Can't even get this
We're
one
not
out.
in Australia. Fuck.
I don't think you say fuck either.
Oh, shit.
God damn it!
Oh, man. If everyone wasn't such a bitch, I could say whatever I want. Wow. This doesn't want to go on. Got it to throw out a bit. No, if I just... It's okay, I just might break your motherboard. It's fine. Alright, so there's a couple leads for wires coming off of the pump header right here. And this one needs this one 4-pin, or 3-pin actually, needs to go right into your motherboard. What I like doing is I like wrapping it around here and then plugging it into the fan header that's located right here. So when you wrap it around there, it kind of hides the cable a bit. So you see the cable kind of hidden around there instead of just hanging in one place. Alright, and so these are where your radiator fans are going to plug in. So what we're going to do is run these actually down here and around the RAM and through the back right here so we can connect them up to our fans. And so now I'm going to flip the case, come in the back here where we've been putting all our excess cabling. We're just going to take the 2 cables from our fans and we're going to plug them in. Okay, so we're back. We have these 2 connectors which we need to plug into the USB 2.0 headers on our motherboard. We forgot about one of them for the pump block here and one of them for the Hue Plus that we're going to have installed so we can have some LED lighting controls. So you see down here, on this motherboard, there's 2 USB headers. They're this one and this one, and we just need to plug these. They're keyed, so there's 1 pin missing, so you can't put it in the wrong way. And if you have to force it, you're probably breaking it. So just keep that in mind. You just need both of those. Alright, we're going to take them both, and we're going to route them through this bottom hole right here. And one will come around and plug right in here, and the other one will plug in later. Alright, be back after we put this. So, he's an idiot this time. So, in case any of you don't notice, graphics cards don't work with Magic, and they can't go through things. So, we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so now we're installing the graphics card, the coup de grace of PC building. what you need to game. Not necessarily what you need, but what you probably want. Bam, just goes in like that, just right into that slot. It's like magic.
And you put 7 screws in it.
Right, yeah, you just start fucking beating it with a screwdriver. Alright,
Yeah, we have a hammer somewhere too. We're gonna give it a few hits with that for increased performance. Not really. Please don't do that.
Find the right screws real quick. You're just gonna want to make sure you screw it in. I like pushing up on it slightly from the bottom while I screw it in, and it makes it so the GPU won't sag as much. Because you want it to go straight across. It looks nicer. It's more aesthetically pleasing, you know. Your computer, it matters how good it looks more than how well it performs. IMO. Oh. The Greg Fumbles with Screws show here. Alright, now that that's screwed in, you're going to want to take your power cable.
Now, on most graphics cards, this is on the side right here.
Yeah, but with this graphics card, it's fucking cool, so it's in the back, actually.
It's in the spot where it should be on all graphics cards.
And you're going to want to, it's similar to plugging the CPU. You just want to plug in right there. Feel a little click. Alright, now we have these that we forgot earlier. And one of them, this one right here, is going to go right here at the bottom of the pump block of the CPU, where there's an open port. And I'll just kind of maneuver this cable around so it's less visible. The other one we'll deal with later. Alright, now we've got the computer mostly together.
You just need to
We
put.
just need to put some
memory.
storage in there. Alright, so right here you have this SSD. We already installed it onto the tray it goes in to go into this case. We'll actually put it down in this one. It just slides in and then folds down. And then there's a thumb screw on here right here that all you have to do is turn and twist in. And boom, done. While we're here, look at the Hue Plus that we're gonna have. This right here. Jam it in, fold it down. And screw it in. And we're going to do the same thing with the 1 terabyte hard drive we're putting on the back right here. So,
It's under the screws.
oh wow, just sit stuff on top of your hard drives. Pro tip here, people. So this will just, oh actually we ended up putting cables in front of it because we're geniuses. Just slides in there, the same concept. You will have to put these on these trays yourselves. It'd be great if there were just universal trays that were attached to all hard drives. It'd be too amazing, but PC World isn't as amazing as everyone else believes it is. It's actually horrid.
No, I can only see 30 FPS.
Yeah, the human eye can only see 30 FPS, guys. You don't need to spend this much money. Just buy a fucking Xbox One X. Jeez. You're dumb. How would you want to build a gaming PC? The fuck? Not sponsored by Pepsi. Alright. So there's some extra of these cables that can plug into our semi-modular power supply. They all have these little six pin connectors on the end, and they'll be labeled on your power supply where to plug them in. Like this one's labeled peripheral, so I'm going to plug it into one of the peripheral connectors. And this other one is labeled SATA, so I'm going to plug it into one of the connectors labeled SATA. And so this has 2 Molex on it, which we need for nothing. So I don't know why I just plugged it in, but it was already, but it's in there now. But we do have this SATA power, which we want to plug into all of our drives. Got one here. Just want to plug it in. We've got one out here. Just gonna plug it in right there like that. And then we also have this connector for our front panel LEDs that light up. I'm just gonna plug that in there. I just wanna get this cable up here so it doesn't get caught. Alright. And then this, I do remember what it's for now. It's for this thing. I'm gonna use this. Plug it into the Molex connector. And then we'll run it through right here. and it's gonna go in to the AC power connector on the Hue Plus, and also that cable we had going on from earlier. This one that I ran through the wrong hole is gonna come and go through here. Also, plug into the Hue Plus, and the other stuff that plugs in the Hue Plus will be LED strips. We'll put those in later.
Right now we're gonna put the fans in. I have sort of a mismatched setup of fans going on here, so I'm gonna put this one in the back. Fan screws are the big fat ones. They're going into a plastic fan.
They've got the very coarse threads on them, so they kind of dig into the fan, so it holds it in place, so it has the least amount of vibrations.
exhaust.
Yes. Or no. I would put it as intake because it'd be better for your airflow. But if you want it to look better.
You hold this.
Ah.
Be the most
Grown-
ideal.
Grown man can't even install a fan on his own.
Scoot it over. Towards me. Screwdriver sucks.
Well, get another screw in to this other side. You only grab one. Why isn't this just right here? Because we're running the PC all around this table.
Making it do somersaults.
Yeah.
One of those are broken.
If your PC isn't doing somersaults
Down.
while you're building it, you're not doing it correctly.
So extreme.
This is when you're helping someone solve things, you shake it violently. Oh wow. Put the Sense XT logo in upside down. Shame.
For shame. These fans are getting replaced fairly soon.
You gotta get them sick NZXT Air RGB fans.
Oh, I put this screw in crooked.
We'll be back once he's done screwing that in.
I'm putting this fan in. This out of here.
Alright.
It's trash.
So what we've got here is what the fuck is this? Oh.
What the fuck is this?
This SATA cable here, which we're gonna want to plug into one end of our SSD. And we're gonna
This is how
wanna-
data gets from your motherboard to your...
We're gonna run
storage
it back,
drive.
and if you can push that back through this other hole.
Which one, the big one?
Yeah, the big one. Stick your cord in the big hole. And then we're gonna want to plug in one of the SATA ports on our motherboard. Yeah, just right in there. And boom, we've just got a rat's nest of cables here. It's great. Best cables in A. Should have ran the USB 3 right here. Actually, do that.
The moment of truth.
All right. Oh no, it's fine. Oh god.
I'm having some sort of keyboard issue.
This might need to be turned on.
Asus. Inspiring innovation.
That's a different animation.
Does it?
Well, we fucked up somewhere. Is this, plugging all the way?
Oh, no, we're good.
Yeah, just gotta plug in cables, people.
Well, my keyboard's not working now, so that's fine. Corsair, why you do this?
Plug in cables, people.
Corsair, why you do this? Corsair, why you do this? You gotta restart it now. Don't know how that worked. No, no signal. Raw. Ezra.
Two. Errors occur. Windows is shutting down.
You done fucked up. Say goodbye to that. Well, we were successful.